Hi, welcome to Bits and Pieces Quilting. Today we're going on a field trip to Tokyo's Fabric Town. My name's Michelle, and I was lucky enough to be in Tokyo for work recently and was able to spend some time in Tokyo Fabric Town. I wanted to share with you what I saw there and some of the things I came home with. I'm afraid to admit that I had been so busy preparing for the work elements of the trip that I hadn't taken the time to look into fabric shopping. Shocking, I know. But luckily my friend Leslie had my back, and once I knew there was an entire section of the city devoted to fabric, well, I used the only 3 spare hours I had to make sure to visit. This wasn't nearly enough time, but stick around to the end of the video and I'll show you all the fabric I managed to buy in a relatively short amount of time. Given the amount of time I had, I decided to invest in a taxi from my hotel to the Nippori area of Tokyo, which is just slightly north of the city center, slightly northeast. It's easy to get to on Tokyo's very easy to navigate public transit system, but I was really short on time, and the splurge seemed worth it. A quick Google search will produce all kinds of travel guides and advice for the myriad wonders of Tokyo's Fabric Town. But I decided to focus on what many bloggers see as the center of it all, a shop or a series of shops called Tomato. While the shop carried a number of imported fabrics and featured designs from American and other designers, there was also an abundance of Japanese-produced and designed fabric. When I was shopping, I tried to focus on the Japanese designed and produced fabric, but I couldn't resist some Tula Pink fat quarters, which I'll show you at the end. Fabric Town really is a must-see destination. Let me show you the fabric I purchased as a result of my visit to Tokyo Fabric Town. I got 3 groups of materials, and I'll show them to you one by one. The first group is this pile of Japanese-made Japanese fabric, for lack of a better description. It is gorgeous. I don't know if you can see the reflective gold in the fabric, but the beautiful leaves and flowers with the gold detailing. This pattern came in a couple of different colorways. I've got the blue and the green. I also picked up this beautiful print, the orange. I just love the orange. Again, it feels very Japanese to me in the orange and the black colorway. Some more green because that's my favorite. A beautiful, beautiful red. And then I got a little bit extra yardage of this piece. I thought this would make a beautiful border for whatever I end up deciding to do with these fabrics. I don't have a project in mind. I'm very interested to hear your views. I did see years ago a pattern that had a little bit of origami where you folded the fabric into a little kimono that then was stitched onto the block. I might see if I can find something like that, or even a paper-pieced kimono might look really nice in the different fabrics. I want to pay tribute to Japan in the fabric, but I'm really not sure what kind of a pattern to make yet. When I think of Japanese fabric, I also think of indigo, and I picked up 2 selections of indigo fabric. The first is this one, and it's a pre-packaged collection of fat 8s. I believe there's 6 fabrics in here. Some of it even looks like the traditional sashiko stitching in some of the fabric. I just love that deep, deep, dark indigo, and it's really beautiful. Not sure what to do with this either, but couldn't resist the beautiful indigos. In another part of the shop in Tomato, as you can see, I also found these beautiful indigos. There's 3 pieces here. The dragonflies are just stunning on that beautiful dark indigo background, and then picked up some red to go with it and this beautiful print as well, largely indigo. Quite a few yards or meters of each of the 3 fabrics. Again, I don't have a project in mind, but they are just stunning, and I will definitely take my time to find the right project because I'm not sure when I'll get back to Japan and not sure how easy these indigos are going to be to find in the future. Really want to make sure I find the right project for them. The third group of fabric that I purchased while in Tokyo Fabric Town was actually from American designer, from Tula Pink. They had these fat quarters all individually beautifully wrapped, as feels like a very Japanese tradition. I ended up picking up 10 of these Tula Pink fabrics. They're all from the same collection. And if you're familiar with Tula Pink, you'll know that it's her artistry as well as the colors that make them extra special. So being from Canada, seeing raccoons digging into trash cans is just laugh out loud funny because that's just the reality of city life in Canada. These ones have cute little hedgehogs that are also dandelion poofs. There's some bears buried deep in the fabric here. I have that in the green colorway as well. Some little purple and pink squirrels, some teal colored squirrels. These are a little harder to see. There's a fox running through the leaves and flowers on this print in the green and the pink. Some beautiful deer and stag in this one, and more of the hedgehogs. I wouldn't normally go to Japan to buy American fabric, but the price was too good to resist, so I have a little bit of a Tula Pink collection already and picked these up to add to my collection. Overall, it was an amazing experience. Far too short, but maybe probably better for my pocketbook that I didn't have more time. Definitely loaded down my luggage as well. Tokyo Fabric Town is a must-see destination for anyone interested in sewing and crafts when they're in Japan. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you've ever been to Tokyo Fabric Town, and if you did, what did you buy and what did you make with the products that you bought? Let me also know if you're interested in seeing the final results of any projects I made with the fabrics that I purchased. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and enjoy making the most of your fabric bits and pieces.